At the start of the movie, some mysterious aliens known as parasites are making their way to the city from the sea. One of the parasites crawls and enters in ears of sleeping man. That man is irritated, but he goes back to sleep. Now a boy appears named Shinichi. He is listening songs while sleeping. Parasyte tries to enter his ear but fails. Shinichi feels it in nose and throws it away. Parasyte cuts his hand and enters his body. His mother also arrives at the same time. He shows his hand to mom, but when she checks, the parasite has already entered. Next morning, Shinichi feels irritation in his hand. Then the man who was infected through his ear stands in front of his wife and opens his monstrous mouth and engulfs his wife's face. Shinichi meets his friend on the way of going school. She also observes his mysterious actions. In school, something unusual was happening because his hand was extremely straightable. Coming to his house, he tries to bruise his hand. But his hand mysteriously defends itself while stopping him. Then his hand transforms into a parasite and communicates with him. Parasyte was trying to learn humans' way of living. It declares its name Migi. And it requests, "Never cut me off, I will not harm you because you are my entertainer." Now Shinichi and Migi were creating a friendship, but all infected people by parasites were creating havoc. They were eating humans after killing them. Migi drags Shinichi to a hotel where parasites were eating human flesh. They misunderstand as Shinichi is also infected, so offer the flesh. However, they decapitate him, but Migi attacks and kills them. TV shows peoples are being killed. Shinichi says to Migi, "Why do you not restrict parasites to not eat humans?" Then Migi replies, "You also eat vegetables and animals. In the same way, our food is humans." Migi used to sense the type of parasite in its surroundings. Going to school, Migi tells Shinichi that there is another parasite near them and it was his teacher. Even if teacher knows Shinichi is infected, she still says there is no need to be afraid of me because I don't want to harm human beings. She leads him to 2 more parasites, including a police officer and a student. She says, "This police officer is my spouse and we are expecting a baby, and that baby will be a human being. We won't kill in public, but we will eat peoples in private, be apart us." Migi disagrees. Next day, the police officer comes to kill Shinichi because he had detected Shinichi killed a parasite. Migi and Shinichi fight with him and kills him. In the house, Shinichi was feeling guilty as he has taken a life. Contrarily, that parasite moves to another human's body, and it was Shinichi's mother. She was proceeding to Shinichi to kill him. Migi exposes to Shinichi, "She intends to kill you." Shinichi warns Migi, "Be careful," before saying anything about my mother. His mother's face becomes parasite and attacks Shinichi. On next morning, Migi tells, "You were badly injured, but I cured your wound with my cells." But Migi's cells had transferred into Shinichi, so he is infected completely. Now Shinichi begins to search for his mother and reaches teacher and asks about the police officer, but the teacher doesn't say anything. Migi tells him, "I will have to sleep 4 hours in a day. At that time, you will have to fight alone because I will not protect you." Having Migi cells, the attributes of Migi had started to appear in Shinichi. Now, the student who was shown by the teacher pretends to be the friend of Shinichi. After some time, he murders everybody. Then he proceeds towards Shinichi's friend, but Shinichi jumps off the building with her. Then he returns to the teacher and asks the address of that police officer who was Parasyte. Teacher tells him the location. The parasite of that police officer was still in his mother. Now, it is the rest time of Migi, so Shinichi had to fight alone here. Somehow, he cuts the throat of that parasite in order to end it, but his mother also dies. Then Shinichi visits the hospital to meet his friend and says to Migi, "I will kill all parasites one by one." At the same time, someone is taking their photos. Part 1 is completed here, now the part 2 begins. Military officers were aware that parasites in the city are attacking humans. So they release a serial killer who could detect the parasites. Peoples are being presented before him one by one. At house, Migi tells Shinichi there is a parasite near us. They see a parasite eating human flesh. It attacks Shinichi, but Migi kills it. Shinichi senses someone behind him. He was the same guy that took pictures in part 1. Then the city mayor comes who speaks out in Parasyte's favor. And that teacher had togetherness with him. Now it is shown that teacher had given the birth of a baby who was a human being. Maya knows that Shinichi is killing parasites. He wanted to end him, but teacher prohibits. Killing Shinichi will also kill the parasite, so she had sent that spy after Shinichi to keep an eye on him. While walking, one day, Shinichi again senses as someone is behind. That spy suggests, you should reveal yourself before police. But Shinichi says, no, police department is also full of many parasites. Shinichi comes to know here that teacher has engaged spy to pursue him. He goes to teacher and says, what wrong with you? Why are doing this? Teacher says, why are you killing our parasites? They are still learning. He keeps quiet and reveals to spy that teacher is very menacing parasite. Beware, she may also harm you. But spy does not trust him. Next day, spy meets that mayor. He wanted to confirm, so he sets the audio recorder in mayor's room. Mayor orders to assassinate spy after knowing about it. He sends a parasite to his house, but they kill his daughter instead of him. Migi informs Shinichi 5 parasites are coming for them. When it comes, they explode his head. Thinking it's dead, but they only killed one other. 4 parasites were still alive. Rests of the parasites are alerted and start handling him. At that time, teacher says to Maya, if I disallowed you that you will not send parasites to end Shinichi and spy, so why did you do so? Here Maya notices that teacher was developing the feelings of human beings after being a mother. He discusses it and sends 3 parasites to end the teacher. Being parasite, she understands they are coming and fights them alone. In the house, she notices her baby is missing and finds a note saying come to bridge for your baby. Teacher moves there. Shinichi tells spy, you will get nothing after killing this baby because he belongs to human. Military officers also come there and they knew that Maya had concealed many parasites in his building. Now they were sending the building people one by one. They were shooting the parasites among them after finding. Serial killer was also present there. Then Maya is shown to deliver his speech. He tells that humans are the true monsters, annihilating parasites for no reason. The military officers attacks and kills him. Then serial killer shouts, he was human being but just helping parasites. Turning back, they find that man who had 5 parasites in him. Everyone shoots him but he does not get any harm. Then that spy is about to throw, but to save her baby, teacher has to transform into parasite. She thrusts her one hand into the body of spy. As a result, everyone comes to know that she is parasite. Police start firing on her continuously. And she had known that she will be no more now. She comes to hand her baby over to Shinichi. As she gives this responsibility to Shinichi, she immediately dies. Here Shinichi reminds his own mother and he develops the human feelings. Now police take Shinichi for interrogation, but they are reported that a man having 5 parasites have killed the military officers. Then Shinichi drives to that place and while driving parasites attacks him. He moves to the forest and says to Migi, he will detect me where I am until you are with me. He requests Migi to segregate from him. Meantime, that parasite comes there. He begins to attack him. Shinichi and Migi are different now. Migi asks Shinichi to run away from there and gets killed. As being depressed on it, Shinichi moves to his friend's house. She takes care of him by heart. While lying, he immediately observes that his arm is generating one more part of Migi. It happened because Migi's essence had transferred into Shinichi's body when Migi cured him. Shinichi knows that Parasyte will again detect him because of Migi, so he leaves for the sake of his friend's life. Going outside, he is caught by that Parasyte. Reaching a mill, he stabs a chemical earthing rod into his body, but he remains safe. He says, "What are you thinking about me? I will kill other human beings after killing you. And other parasites with me will dominate all over the world." He is almost killing Shinichi. Suddenly, Migi is regenerated as his hand. It attacks on that parasite. Meanwhile, there is a trouble in his body and he becomes irritated. Migi tells him that Rod had the multi-chemicals, so all parasites don't want to take the hold of his body. Shinichi throws it down into the fire. After a long while, everything is shown routine-wise. Migi is saying to Shinichi, no parasite has left behind in this world. So we should not live together. I will be separated from you, but Shinichi does not agree. But Migi itself rooted it out, and Shinichi's real hand appears, and being sad, he begins to remember Migi. Now it is shown that much time has passed. Shinichi and his friend were leading a happy life. And they used to go to meet that teacher's baby. Suddenly, that serial killer comes back and captures Shinichi's friend. He whispers in her ear, "The real monster is human." But Shinichi's friend says to him, "Real monster is you, not human." Serial killer pushes her down from the building. But Shinichi suddenly rescues her. Here he realizes that Migi has helped him. Movie ends here. Thanks for watching and subscribe for sure.